touchdowns, which is tied for the best in the league. So I think he's doing okay. But seriously, Adidi's analogy is so wonderful. That's why we love Aditi so much here. But Mike Robb, what do you think about the whole thing? Because she's right. Ben Roethlisberger is never one to shy away from calling his guys out, calling himself out.
I have no problem with Ben Roethlisberger calling players out. No, he's the leader of that team, leader of the offense, and he has earned the right to be able to do that. My issue is don't do it publicly. What was the point of that? What was the point of calling guys out publicly when you did it? I know you probably walked past them 2 or 3 times. Why not just, hey, dude,
probably did there too, right?
Hey, bro, don't run the route like that. Let's fix it. Like, why do you have to go on? Why does the story have to be Ben Roethlisberger talking about it? Like, dude, this didn't even have to be a story. You could have handled this behind closed doors, and the way I look at it, you get more respect from your teammates that way.
Yeah, but because it's different there, you could probably pull a clip from the past or from the future, which if you can do that, let me know how you can do that.
I think Damashek
impressive. Yes, Damashek's really good at that. Where I'm going to say that you don't do this, but here it's like, kind of, listen. Aditi kind of stole the thunder a little bit because that's what I was going to say. They're kind of different personalities. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying it's not going to be that big of a deal there just because it's just how they roll.
He also went out of his way, though, to come to the defense of James Conner.
You noticed
while
that?
He was, so he threw Antonio Brown under the bus for running the wrong route instead of, he should have flattened it instead of going to the post.
But did anybody say, hey, Ben, why didn't you hand the ball off on the goal line last week? You threw a pick. That cost the game. I mean, like, it's so much that you could say about him, too. And there you go,
Steve, what are your thoughts?
Protecting the quarterback.
I'm not protecting. I'm just giving you the whole thing. That was bad. He probably should have handed it off, but he didn't. He tried to
throw it.
He tried to ad-lib, and it didn't work, and it made me right. Yes, that's all. Right? I don't have a problem with it because here's what it tells me. It tells me this team understands that it is extremely important that they must win and get better in December because it's going to have a result, maybe possibly for a loss in January, because teams are looking at all the mistakes that they're doing, and all you're doing is giving them tips and understanding of how to make you guys lose and build my game plan against you for the playoffs. And I think they're just desperate and they need to get it going because early in the season, it was a different subject. It was Le'Veon Bell was the problem. And so you got this team. When I hear this, it's just kind of this is how this team is operating now.
I think you do set a bad standard, though, man.
They've set a bad bad standard on all fronts, just the way they handle
That's
Le'Veon
just
Bell.
how they do it. It's not like they're losing.
Because if Ben Roethlisberger throws a pick to lose a game in the playoffs, and then Antonio Brown, well, I guess I can call him out too.
I thought it was interesting.
I don't think it's going to go so well the other way.
I thought it was interesting that he went after Antonio Brown, a guy that he's been with for 10 years. Like, I can understand maybe him calling out a rookie to sort of fire him up. But the thing that kind of surprised me out of all of that was, like, you're going to go after Antonio Brown? Like, that's your guy that you've been with for a while.
Maybe Antonio Brown can handle it. You know what I mean?
Is it because of Juju?
Maybe, just maybe.
Doubt that.
These two having been around each other, maybe Ben thinks that this is going to motivate him and it will actually be effective. We'll see.
Well, everybody does something different to get themselves motivated.
What's the point?
It's done, over with.
The big question is whether or not they're going to win today. We've answered a lot of questions. We've asked a lot of questions.